Hello everyone, my name is Alex. I am the owner of PokemonCapital.com, a Pokemon business I just started. I have 7 to 10 years of experience selling things online. Here's my credibility check and let's get to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the stock I just got. I got 2 packages yesterday. I'm expecting 2 more packages tomorrow, and then on Monday I'm expecting 1 package, and that's going to be the Japanese booster boxes that I ordered, and they came in pretty fast from Japan. Today we're going to be talking about the stock I currently have on my site, currently on hand, and let's get right to it. And these come with 10. I have 2 of these, and I have 4 extras, so 24 total. I think I'm going to keep the display because I think it's a very cool display. I got these for very low. There's actually a pretty good deal that was happening in Walmart. I believe they were like $40, and I think that is a very good deal for the amount that I got. And now on Walmart I see them go for like $77 each. I know that's not market price, but prices are starting to rise this month. Paldean Fates, I think, rose 12%. People are saying that even with distributors, they're raising their prices because Pokemon is just in high demand. So I basically just pay distributor prices, and I think I pay $10 over MSRP for each booster bundle, and I'm putting them on my site for $53, and I think that's a very good deal. You see on eBay they're going for $16.70. This is what you'll be receiving if you buy one of these booster bundles on my website, and you can buy as many as you want. I don't have a limit on what you can buy. And as you can see here, these are sealed, and I have 48 of those total. I have 24 on hand right now, and I ship everything that is bought pretty quickly. As I said, my experience in selling things online is 7 to 10 years. I don't know exactly when I started because I was pretty young, and I would just go to thrift stores again and buy toys, electronics that were worth something, even stuff that I didn't even know had any value. For example, I went to a thrift store near my house, and it was like an elephant. It was like a brass elephant, and I looked on the bottom and it had like an artist etched onto it. It had like glass crystals on them, but it was colorized and it was very nice and pretty. And I bought that for $7 at the thrift store, and I flipped it for $200. And I don't even think that's the flip that generated the most profit. And now that I'm thinking about it, I did buy a storage unit with my brother. We ended up buying it for $75. A snowblower that I flipped for I think $300 from what I remember. It was quite a while ago. And then a Vectrex console with I think 4 games. And if you don't know what Vectrex is, I found out when I bought this storage unit, and the Vectrex console is like $400, and if you have games, like up to 1,000. I had 4 games and I sold them for $800. So net profit was $925 from 1 flip. That's the amount of money that you can gain from just flipping stuff online and working your way towards getting, income and capital to start maybe a Pokemon business or whatever business you wanna do. I stuck with small things at first. Small things like that elephant, or small electronics, maybe a controller, or video games. They're very small. It was very cheap to buy packaging for those items. It is also really important to package your items securely. You can use newspaper, construction paper, or that brown paper that you use to ship stuff. Bubble wrap is also something. Every time I got an Amazon package, or my family, they order from Amazon a lot, they would save the packaging for me and the box. So I didn't really spend that much money at first or at all. I think I've spent less than $100 on boxes and shipping supplies in total, besides tape. So that just generated me more profit later down the line. I did start buying packing supplies, but for a very low price. Bubble mailers, I bought like 100 of those. I still have some. I haven't used all of them, and I think I spent like $10 on them. When I did sell clothes and ship them, I had black poly mailers that worked very well. I never had an issue with anyone about those poly mailers, and I would put the clothing in one poly mailer and then put that poly mailer in another poly mailer, so it was more secure and more protection, and I never had an issue. When you buy one of these, don't expect it to be in a poly mailer or in a bubble mailer. I'm going to securely pack these so they don't get damaged. I know some people, when they get Pokemon off a retail website, like the box is all crushed, and I'm just not going to do that. I think it is important for people who want to keep these sealed, or to protect the cards. And I want to show you guys something to add on to my credibility, so you guys believe in me more when I say that I am a legit business. This is all from my Mercari account. As you can see here, I've made a lot of sales. And here's an item that netted me like $200 in profit. I, watch golf, I play golf, so when the Masters come out, I go on TaylorMade and I buy some stuff. And I bought a staff bag, and this staff bag sold for $800 on Mercari, netting me $200. So I would say I have a good eye for things. Sometimes I would just go to Goodwill or any thrift store and I would look at an item and know that it's just worth something. And I've done that plenty of times. There's also times where I've gotten very lucky. For example, I went to a thrift store. I had a Nintendo DS case here. And I looked inside, there's a DS, video games, and chargers. I went to the cash register, they didn't open it. I was just like, here, this is the amount. And they checked it $8 for this Nintendo DS, video game, and charger. I sold that Nintendo DS, everything included, for $200. So I got $192 out of it. So if you do this as a side hustle, you get very lucky. You're not gonna find something every day, but if you live in an area where it's not that developed, maybe a small town, you're gonna find a lot of stuff. And I'm jealous because I live in DC, so I'm not gonna really find much because there are a lot of flippers, there's a lot of competition, and just people just buy stuff just for the hell of it, which is fine. So like small towns in Virginia as well, like more south and more to the southwest, West Virginia, you're gonna find a lot of stuff, you're gonna have a lot of luck. For me, every time I went to the thrift store, I would find at least one or two things that I would flip. Constantly, every weekend, or sometimes every day when I didn't work, that would also work. So I would just keep, getting my money together, just keeping it, saving my money, to eventually now deciding that I just want to stick to one thing. The prices in the thrift stores here tend to fluctuate. The more bougie areas will hike up their prices and it's not worth buying. And then the non so bougie areas will just lower their prices and it is worth buying. I also have bought puzzles that I flipped. Clothing, I found like vintage Carhartt and vintage jeans. I found Levi's orange tabs. I found plenty of those and I flipped plenty of those. Another lucky find that I did find in the Salvation Army was scrap silver. It was just a whole bunch of jewelry. I looked at them, they were all stamped. And each piece of jewelry was stamped with 925 and I know that is silver. So I flipped that easily on Mercari. It was one of the fastest sales I've ever made. I think scrap metal is also good to buy when you're at a thrift store, if you know what to look for. Some is fake. I didn't have a tester, but I took the risk. But it was like $2 for a whole bag of jewelry, and it was just all stamped with 925 sterling silver. And guys, I want to show you this also. For example, I was at a thrift store one day. I'm a soccer fan. I'm a World Cup fan. I watched the World Cup, and I found a 2006 FIFA World Cup game ball for $2. I ended up selling it for $300, as you can see here. Now, do I regret selling it? Yes. I flipped it very fast. It sold literally in a day, which is very surprising for Mercari. Mercari is a lot slower than selling on eBay and in person, and I think that's just my personal opinion. I have stuff listed from like months ago. Sometimes I forget to delete the listings from Mercari and I cross-list them, so that's putting them on eBay, putting them on Mercari and Facebook Marketplace. And I did that. And some are just still sitting from Mercari when they sold pretty fast on eBay. So that should give you an idea of how fast and slow those marketplaces are. So that pretty much wraps up the video. If you guys are interested and want to buy some of these, or maybe one, they're available on my site, PokemonCapital.com. And I have 48 of these, and I hope you guys get something good from this. I think there's a Bubble Mew in this, but you never know. Bubble Mew has gone up significantly in price, so who knows, but get yourself one today. And again, thank you guys for watching. And my last video got 200 views, so whoever watched the full video and left me a like, I responded to some comments. Thank you guys so much. I've gained about 12 subscribers since yesterday, so that is very awesome. I want to thank you guys. I'm very happy, and I'm excited as well to see this journey together take place. And I'm going to keep saying that because I think it's funny. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.